Hi, this is Mark Mederski with the National Motorcycle Museum, and I want to give you a quick update on how the project's going to move the museum from downtown Anamosa to our new rather huge structure here on US 151 and 64, just on the outskirts of Anamosa. We've been working for about 6 months on the structure. New walls, shiny floors, insulated ceiling, all new lighting, really top-notch all the way around. Before me is a big pile of lumber, and this is all rough sawn poplar, or some might call it basswood related species. And this just came from the sawmill. It was just cut this week, and we're going to make this into a replica, an authentic replica of a board track racing surface. In the teens and 20s, about 1910 to 1925, in the United States, it was popular to build tracks from wood. They had dirt tracks then, and of course the Brickyard, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, was built in 1911. That was a brick surface. But they actually built wood structures. The timbers, the major uprights are 10 by 10s. And if you think about it, this is a lot like what you got when you were a kid when you opened a balsa wood model airplane kit. We'll take all this dimensional lumber, 10 by 10s, 4 by 12s, 2 by 6s, etc., and build it into this structure, this board track structure. These are the uprights that are 10 by 10s. These are 4 by 12s here that kind of finish out the trusses. And then the deck surface, which runs in line with the racing motorcycles or automobiles, they race both on these tracks, is 2 by 4s on edge. So we'll use bolts and some nails and build all this, and it's going to be some heavy lifting. When I saw the truck arrive this morning, I'm saying to myself, wow, that's a lot of lumber, and that's going to all get built into this board track over here, and I'm the guy in charge. Anyway, this is just one of the things that we're doing here at the museum. We've got a great bunch of other projects cooking along. The banquet hall is getting its ceiling today, and lighting fixtures probably tomorrow. Carpet is here, and the carpet layers will be finishing that up. We've got really nice oak wainscot in there. The lobby area, we're making preparation to put the Jeff Decker Land Speed bronze. It's a full-scale bronze of Joe Petrali on the Knucklehead Streamliner from 1937. That's going to be installed there on a granite base, all porcelain tile floor, really nicely lit from below and from above. We're through the initial construction phases on our hill climb. It will be eventually covered with material that approximates the same dirt that you would see on a hill climb. And we're going to put a couple of motorcycles on that hill. And if you've not been to a hill climb, this will give you a good idea of just how steep those hills are and what those riders face when they do that. We've got a restoration shop. The exterior is all finished now. It's a real nice rough sawn cedar, built in the traditional architecture of about 1890 to 1900. And that looks kind of antique on the exterior, but inside it's going to be all clean white walls, very high level lighting, so we can do any kind of seminars in there. We can shoot videos in there, do all kinds of work in what is a relatively modern sort of structure. The Arlen Ness materials are all here. Great graphics, 11 of Arlen's bikes, frames, fuel tanks, some of the early products that the Ness Enterprises organization manufactured, and that's all going to get installed over the next couple weeks. And that exhibit is the AwesomeNess exhibit. That's with a capital A and a capital N. And we're going to have Arlen Ness here on June 26th for the dedication of that exhibition. So mark your calendars for that. That's the same weekend as the J&P Cycles Open House. A really great party to go to. If you don't know about J&P Cycles yet, look that up on the website, jnpcycles.com. And one of the most thrilling areas, this collection that we're going to display in this museum has got some spectacular motorcycles. And we have one corner down here in the northwest of the museum that's going to be reserved for what we're calling the best of the best motorcycles. And that's where you're going to see the Hendersons, some of the best Harley-Davidsons, things like Pierce's, Thor's, the Indians, the rare racing machines and street machines. And we're going to give a lot of space to those bikes. They'll be very well lit. We'll have some nice art up on the walls that reflects those machines, large format art. I'm really looking forward to doing that. The machines will be elevated. So we've got a great show for you here. Again, we're in Anamosa, Iowa, not too far from Cedar Rapids, a few hours out of Chicago, maybe 5 hours out of Indianapolis. Easy ride over here, plenty of parking. The new museum will be open on June 26th. Again, that's the weekend of the J&P Cycles Open House and the dedication of the Arlen Ness AwesomeNess exhibition. So we'd love to have you here then. But until then, our current location in downtown Anamosa will be open. So if you show up in Anamosa, we will have a museum for you to look at one way or another. The 26th and later, it'll be the new place here that we're standing in. There's a lot of nailers and saws running in the background, but we'll have a great show for you starting on June 26th.